Hi, my name's Seth. Excuse the messy hair, it's been kind of a lazy Sunday. This is going to be the start of a new vlog that I'm pretty excited about, having to do with my truck. I love this truck so much, and I kind of want to share it with you guys on YouTube. I used to be huge into YouTube, and I don't know, over college it's kind of got put on the back burner, but I'd like to re-enter into the YouTube world, and I figured this was a good place to start. Basically, this vlog is going to cover any sort of modifications I do to this truck, any trips we go on, adventures, trail rides, you know, anything of the like. So I thought that might be interesting to a few people out there. Maybe I've got some big plans, you know, in my mind for this thing once I, get the resources to accomplish them. And maybe I could inspire a few people, and I think it'd be fun just to, show you guys what I'm doing, show you guys where I'm going. And it's going to be kind of a cool adventure. All right, so let's check out the truck and see what this whole thing's about. So this is the truck as of right now. This is a 2012 Toyota Tacoma. Absolutely love the Tacoma. Waited a long time to get one of these. Once I had a good internship, I finally could afford to pay for one and do the, a few of the modifications I wanted to. So hopefully not taking too much time, but going into enough depth, I'll go over what I've done to it so far. So first thing I want to mention, I spent a lot of money on the suspension. Even though it's not a big lift, these are Icon remote reservoir coilovers. These things are monstrously capable. They give me, combined with the, these are Desert product Uniball upper control arms. Those two components combined give me around 11 or 12 inches of travel. A lot of travel for a non-long travel setup. I've put this thing over some pretty big bumps / whoops or whatever you want to call them. Not at really high speed, but decently high speed, and this thing just cycles hardcore. So much more travel than stock. So much fun. Also on this thing I have Icon lower control arm skid plates. I haven't banged them up yet, but I like to have the protection there. Also, I don't know if you can see, I have some coilover covers from Icon down there because Potsdam's a really salty area. I'm at school at Clarkson University. Really salty area. I figured I'd try to keep them as clean as possible over the winter. I guess I'll keep going over suspension first. In the back here, can't see too well, but those are Bilstein 5100s. Good all-around shock, great for the money. I ran them on my Tundra back in high school, and they've been great shocks. I'm very happy with them for the price. They're cheap, but get the job done. I've done a lot of lighting modifications to this truck. I'm a huge fan of light mods, and I wish I could do a lot more, but they're expensive once you get up there. So to go over them one by one, this, and this. These are they're from a site called toughled.com. They are a Chinese bar. These are called the DEFCON series. This is 132 watt. These are all 3 watt LEDs. These are 10 watt LEDs. So, you can do the math. And these are also all 3 watts in through here. So I don't know. You got 12 of those. So 36 watts. This is a Casey Highlights Amber C-Series bar. This is a much more high quality bar. Like this one cost about as much as this one, and this is only a 10-incher. Really, really good bar. Fantastic quality. These have all held up to the elements. No leaking, no condensation, no nothing. But this is much higher quality, obviously, because it's a name brand. This is about 11,000 lumens. These are about 3,000 a piece, a little less. This is about 5,200. So you got a lot of light on there. I'll turn them on for you in a second. And then probably my favorite lights on this whole thing. I wish I could just outfit the entire truck with this company, but money. These are Baja Designs. If you don't know about Baja Designs, I'm not gonna hate on Rigid at all, but these guys build the best lights. Like, there's no question. These guys build the best lights in the business. This is their entry-level light. Like, this is called the Squadron Sport. This is a 9-degree spot beam, super tight. Only 1,800 lumens, but the optics are so good that it acts like so much of a more powerful light because the optics are fantastic. Really, really tight beam. Get a ton of distance out of it. I love these. If I had my way, I would put Baja Designs XL Pro. I'd put, you know, 5 or 6 of them on this bar. I don't really like super long light bars. This is about as much as I'd like to go. I don't really like the look of a 50-incher on the roof. I think that's kind of weird looking. Honestly, it kind of interrupts the lines of the truck in my opinion. But I would definitely put a bunch of, that's about a 3x3 light. The XL is about a 4x4, and I would love to stick those on the bar. But you know, I'm about to graduate from college, hopefully engineering job, mechanical engineer, make some cash. So hopefully I'll be able to upgrade a little bit. For my switch setup, I have mounted 2 push button switches. They're just I can't even remember the name of the wiring harness that these switches go to. It's some Amazon brand, but they're 300 watt harnesses a piece. So, you know, they can take some serious juice. But push button switches, I like these a lot. Just mounted to the dash with a little bit of epoxy. I can remove them at any time. Little rubbing alcohol, they'll come right off, but they're really solid. And then the Baja Design lights are controlled by this switch right here, which I just mounted in one of the switch blanks. And I have one left, which is great, so I can install more lights. Perfect. But I'll flip them all on for you right now. That's the white bars on the top of my light bar on the front. This is the KC, and these are the Bajas. So here are all the lights on currently. These are the Chinese bars. They've actually held up really well. I'm surprised at how good quality these have been. No leaking, nothing. Very, very bright. Plenty of light. The optics aren't the best, but you know, you get what you pay for. KC. And then the Baja Designs. These are mounted on CBI off-road ditch brackets, which mount to like the hood hinge mounting locations. Really, really strong. Like I can wiggle the light and the whole bracket moves, which is great. One last look around the truck. Oh, I didn't even mention my wheel tire setup. Okay. Level 8 wheels from Discount Tire. Love these things. They look so nice. General Grabber 285 75 R16. Could not be happier with this tire. A lot cheaper than BFGs and just as good in my opinion. Like I've ran BFGs before, haven't noticed a single difference. These things are just as good if not better. Great, great tire. And kind of hard to see, but find me another truck in Vermont, I'm from Vermont, that has a frame this clean. It's I took a lot of time this summer to make sure that frame was as spotless as possible. Went under there, wire brushed any tiny little rust spots. It was really clean when I bought it. Any little rust spots I took off, and Eastwood converted, repainted. Perfect. Oh, one last little thing. Didn't like the big antenna, kept hitting my garage back home. Put a little stubby antenna from Craven Speed. This thing's great. Horrible service. Looks great. I don't use the radio anyway, so I don't care. Inside the truck, I haven't done much. You know, the interior is pretty nice. So this truck was very, very clean when I bought it, so I haven't done really much of anything inside. But I wanted to show you probably my favorite aspect about this entire truck, which is, boom, 6-speed. I love it so much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's perfect. I looked everywhere for a 6-speed. I did not want an automatic. I had owned a Subaru WRX before this, and you know, it was a fun car, and I loved having a manual. So I looked everywhere for a 6-speed, and I enjoy driving this every single day. Also, something pretty cool. You know, being a light addict, I put in 2 LED panels instead of the dome light bulb. They are extremely bright. Just one of them is much brighter than the dome light bulb stock. But I just decided, you know, I got a pretty nice soldering iron, so you know, I clipped and spliced and put 2 in there because there's room. And here, I'll open the door for you. Those come right on. It doesn't look as smooth, but like when you're not looking at the light, you know, the theater effect, it doesn't look as smooth with LEDs, but when you're not looking at the light, you can't even tell. And that's very, very, very bright light. Alright, so wait for it to fade down here. There it goes. But you know, it works. Don't have the touchscreen. I think this is a year before they put the touchscreen in there. I don't care. Not what I bought the truck for at all. Does have Bluetooth. That's really nice. They're really dirty right now, but might as well show it in its element, right? These are WeatherTech mats. Totally worth the money. These things have protected my carpets so well during this winter. Oh my gosh, these things are fantastic. Just take them out, hose them down, good to go. Fantastic. If you want perfectly, you know, resilient mats for your truck, buy WeatherTech. They're bar none. Perfect. Hopefully pretty soon we're gonna get some driving videos, you know, little adventures wherever I go. At the end of this week, I go home for spring break, so I'll film that trip. Get to go through the most upstate part of New York, past a few, you know, pretty interesting spots over Lake Champlain, so that should make a good video. Get some night shots in there too with the lights, you know, cool stuff. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you enjoy. Leave a comment, like, whatever you want. Thanks for watching.